newcomer, the Hoover Sensotronic System 20 that we saw in a previous video, all disgusting and minging and not working very well and hiding a pretty significant secret with its motor. Well, it's all done now, all fettled, some things replaced, some things repaired, everything clean. Let's have a look at Hoover's flagship late 80s cylinder vacuum and see how well it performs now. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner and Hoover Sensotronic chums. How are you today? It's an iconic machine in the UK. This and the Hoover compact cylinder pretty much is the 1980s, especially this floor tool. I do love this floor tool. Do love a nice contour head. It's the latest style with that little window that tells you what setting you're on. With the shorter neck, it cleaned up okay. I gave everything good wipe down. Bit of some siphon quadruple zero wire wool. Cleaned that up quite nicely. The wands are the wands. Nothing really to say about those. I'm not a fan of these Hoover wands. They do bounce quite a lot. Electrolux's plastic wands of the 80s. They had sort of strengthening ribs built into the plastic and they were a lot stronger. These, they're quite bouncy. You're gonna want to have the metal version of the wands, which only came on the higher up, more expensive models. You bought one of these, you didn't spend an awful lot of money, so you got plastic. Do get the nice contour hand grip though, which I mean is fine for doing the floor. It's a bit clunky for doing fine dusting and little bits like that, but it is certainly very nice. The hose has been through the washing machine and I put it on the other way round. You're probably not going to tell too much, but see that kink by the machine? That's the kink that used to go into there from just years of being sat. So I swapped it round now. This will sort itself out as the machine gets pulled around and hopefully the hose will be a little bit straighter. So yeah, we can plug the hose into the machine if I get it the right way around. So the latch clicks. There we go. Let's start having a look at the machine. It's been machine polished. It is certainly a lot more shinier than it once was. It's still quite hazed and scratched. I can't get rid of that. I'm not going to try. It's just been buffed. It just, you know, catches the eye. You can see reflections. What more do you want? At the back, well, this is a different flex. The original flex did have that brake in it, so this is from a Miele S7 upright vacuum, although I did put the nice Delamere plug back on, polished its pins a little bit, and that is good to go. So yeah, that's there. Pepped up the cord rewind a little bit in the process, which is always nice to see. And this being a little bit of a thinner cable, because obviously it's probably 17, 18, 20 years newer. So hopefully it's not just going to sit there and go all stiff like the old one did, which is what causes the problem really. You may as well plug this in and turn it on and see how much better it sounds. If you recall in the before video for this machine, it ran okay. It made suction, wasn't too bad. Bit of a grumbly wind down. Now, I mean, it probably sounds about the same when it's running. But it no longer has that horrible wind down noise. Someone has been in here before. And when I took the motor apart, I should probably have some pictures up on screen now for you. It was worn down the plastic inner frame. And that's what was causing the horrible noise on the wind down. So I haven't really done much other than rejig all the motor washers so that it's being cleared now, hence why it sounds okay. And fitted a nice new 608Z bearing. So, motor is now really, really nice. The lights work, the air blockage works. I mean, you know, we could put some tools on this. We could get the little crevice tool out. Lots of suction. Crevice tool. We'll pull brush. And I found a Pick-Fit dusting brush of some random unknown era, but it fits. A bit loose actually. That's terrible. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if this is a genuine Hoover one. I hope it's not. The difference is, you can see where they changed the design over the years, these ones have these ribs which, you know, clamp into here. You can tell by how utterly worn they are. This one doesn't, and yeah, it's a little bit wobbly. I'm mildly sure the owner says you might have one, so I'm going to put that back in there, and he's certainly welcome to it if he wants it, because I don't think I want it. And, you know, you can have a full set of tools. Under the tools is the bag, and yes, we have HEPA modded this Hoover Sensotronic as well, just like my own, just like all of the others. So here we have a piece of, it's like 38mm waste pipe coupler, sits on there. You have to take all of this off, which is why it's sellotape to the side of the bag housing, but you basically end up with a perfect fitment for that pipe. You can pop the HEPA flow on there and it stays reasonably well, and no more horrible reusable eco-friendly paper bags for us. No, no, no. Ooh, I have forgotten there to put the pre-motor filter back in. I don't have it on me, so bear with, because we should actually finish the job. Now, I found this packet, look, purporting to be for many of the Hoover Sensotronics, and inside there's two filters. I'm not quite sure why that one has a little bit taken out of. Sadly, that's now not going to fit. But this one fits perfectly in our fiddly, horrible filter housing. There we go, look, nice, clean filter. I'm just going to pop this one in the bin because I've obviously used it for something. And we can now, in theory, do some vacuuming with our 1980s Hoover Sensotronic System 20. Oh yes! Bendy plastic ones aside. Very nice indeed. Love this small head. It's got excellent airflow. It's like putting your car around the front. It is not a lightweight, svelte machine at all, but it certainly works well. Look, we can push this pedal and move on to the hard floor. Very nice. Oh, that works really, really well. And I think this is probably a good excuse to get the other Sensotronic that I own out to go side by side with this one. In the form of my Hoover Sensotronic System 1. This was, if you have watched the videos, brand new, never used, stored appallingly, but never had a plug fitted. Until we got hold of it, fitted, oh look, I forgot if we fitted this now, the Curry's plug, look. Very nice indeed. Nice Curry's plug fitted. So yeah, my System 1, and this would have been the generation before this one. I mean, you can almost tell from the tools because we have this additional wand hook which clips there, which only really came in the compacts and the other eras. This one has none of that. You wanna store your tools, you got to put the machine away. Talking of tools, beige and brown era in the early 80s on this one, and the earlier style, oh look, we can get bin, look, the earlier style contour floor head. This is one that I remember my gran having. Very nice, long neck, the little window so you know what setting it's on. Oh, lovely. I mean, it's pretty much mostly an identical head. Otherwise, you could quite easily swap between the two on some of it, but yeah, nicer beige, although this is starting to fade slightly, wand and floor tool there. We have heavy Hoover Flex hose on our earlier style. This is what all of the uprights had as well. Hose end, no nice contour handle on the earlier ones. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, they did do a big upkeep in the tools in the mid-80s, although I think the wands were a little bit less bendy on the earlier machines, as of course they probably would be. Need to check what tools this has, because I can't remember now. Oh yes, look, brand new, never used, earlier style dusting brush. So again, Hoover changed some of the... Oh, they have changed just enough to mean that you can't put the later bag door onto the earlier machine. I bet you probably can't do it the other way around either. No. Oh, yeah, look, I did redesign a lot. It's not just, I was going to say, oh, this is pretty much just the same shell. I think the bottom side's the same, but the top side definitely is. So yes, I think this would have had this style of tool still. Comment down below. But yeah, certainly the earlier style versus the later style. Oh yes, this has got the brand new unused crevice tool on it as well. Oh, very nice indeed. Yeah, look, no scratchy, horrible, worn out, where are we, tool grips on this one. No, this is brand new. You can tell because it's a bit longer as well. These would have been stamped probably from the same mould, and yeah, look how much difference there is in those two tools. Oh, how lovely, full of dust from storage, sadly, but there we go. Did I leave us a bag? Oh, I did. It's a little bit full. That's a mild shame. Oh, and I did it the other way on this one. I just butchered this old bag holder so it doesn't really care about being in place anymore, but stays put. So yeah, there we go. My System 1. No power control. I mean, this is as comparable as I can get, but this one has a power socket, but no automatic power adjustment. I think there is a standard on every model at this point, so this is the almost bottom of the line one, probably just because it has power control. The bottom of the line one just wouldn't have done like this. Then it was that, then it was the tools, and so on, such forth. I guess we could run these side by side, couldn't we, and see if they sound any different as well. Oh, just spotted another thing. Look, this one's got the Hoover logo embossed in the bumper. They did away with that on the later styles. See, always something. I'm fairly sure that this one doesn't have its suppressor anymore because it blew up on us before. So we're going to stick this in full power because, you know, that's what we can do. Versus a motor that hasn't got much runtime at all, assuming it still works. It's a little bit less vibrating, but still perfectly good. I think these are both 900 watt, yeah, both 1000 watts, both a Hoover Sensotronic, and yeah, my System 1 is from 1982 December, and this one is from 1987. So yeah, quite a bit of difference in age, but as you can tell, it was pretty much just a facelift, bless it. But still, a very nice facelift. Again, all the tools to fit each other so we can fit our earlier hose onto our later machine. And indeed, we can probably fit our later hose to our earlier machine. Yes, we can. Very nice indeed. But you've had your turn, System 1. Let's finish off the video for the System 20. And there we go. Another Hoover vacuum cleaner saved. Can go back and be pride of place in the owner's collection, and it should hopefully last another 40 or so years. Just like this System 1 has lasted as well. And it's been quite nice to have a Mark 1 and a Mark 2 side by side to see the differences in person. I mean, I guess we could have done it with my System 40 when we had that, but that was, you know, that was the top of the line one with the electronic hose and stuff. That was far out of the league of the sort of people that would have bought these, and these would have probably cost a fair bit of money as well. So, do you have a Hoover Sensotronic, or have you ever used one? They are interesting machines. They are massive, quite powerful, but I think I prefer an Electrolux Z2060, Z2000, perhaps even a 350E. They are classic Hoover of the 80s. But let me know your thoughts. And until the next time, I and some other humble Hoover will see you soon. Bye bye.